Hey guys, it's your boy Davion. Welcome to another episode of Conscious TV. You guys already know what we're here to talk about. Make sure that you comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and hit all when you do so that you can keep up with all of my latest uploads. You can also donate to the show at my Cash App, which is $ConsciousTV, or you can PayPal me at paypal.me/ConsciousTV, and you can definitely email me at conscioustv@gmail.com. I do respond to all emails, and thank you guys for the love and the emails and everything that you guys know is going on in the emails. Thank you so much. You also might want to go ahead and subscribe to my Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/ConsciousTV. Some of you guys had trouble finding it. I will leave the link at the bottom of the screen as well as in the description box below. There are interviews that are going to be dropping this week. They will not be dropping on YouTube, and there are certain information and footage and media that is exclusive to my Patreon members. So you definitely want to head over there. Go ahead and sign up so that you can keep up with everything that I'm going to be speaking about, because the context for some of these conversations and videos and some of this coverage is going to make sense if you're seeing the stuff that's on my Patreon. Now let's get into this discussion. I will not be with you guys long tonight. I have things to do and people to see, and it has been a long week, but I definitely wanted to come and give a little bit of an update because you guys have been pressing me for information and new developments. There have definitely been developments. Unfortunately, I can't share but so much of what's going on because, you know, we move in silence and we only tell what doesn't really matter publicly. You guys will see everything that's about to happen rather than me speaking about it. But I will share what I can with you guys right now. Sista Patterson on a campaign to try to get in front of what's happening. If you guys go over to Heathen Central, you guys know that they are keeping up with this horse in a wig over there. And I'm not sure if this girl is helping herself or not, because every video just becomes more and more incriminating. Now, Sista Patterson, and I will leave the link below to Heathen Central, admitted that there may be some video footage out there. There may be some inappropriate things that are moving about the streets out here, and she's just trying to prep and prime her audience and her friends for the ultimate okey fucking dokey. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more of a context to what Sista McCray is talking about. You guys have been wondering, why did Larry Reid pull out of the so-called show deal with King Jives and William McCray? Well, it's because around this time there was a video leaked, and it did leak to some of the mainstream bloggers. Some people might have felt that it was in their best interest to disassociate themselves with Miss Patterson. In other words, we now have verifiable footage that there is a such thing as the Valley of the Shadow of Death, okay? Everything that the light on that camera shined upon looked like pestilence and poverty all up inside the nooks and crevices of that bitch's ass. So what you guys see in these interviews and uploads and lives that Sista Patterson is doing is her attempting to outsmart the wittiest kid on the block. But it's not the things that you believe that we know that you need to be concerned about. It's the things that you have no idea that we know, that you won't be able to get ahead of. I apparently have a new nickname, Hellhound, and in tribute of being Hell's Hound, I thought that I would come by way of my bloodshot red garments, because hell, I'm only coming to bring this heathen back home, girl. The demons have come to reclaim one of their own, girl. Pack up your bags and your suitcase. You are flying first class back to the bottomless pit, and I am here as the Grim Reaper to make sure that you get to your destination safe and very sound. Now, Sista Patterson mentioned my hair and beard combination being a little off. Baby, I know that you are rather jealous that you don't get to grow a face full of hair like real men actually do. I know that you started to transition around the age of 6 years old, but then the estrogen injections rejected your fucking body, because not only weren't you good enough to be a man, you weren't also good enough to be a woman, so you end up getting stuck. And this is what we're forced to look at now every time you get on fucking camera, girl. You try to fake it until you make it, that you ended up forgetting to actually fucking make it. Sista Patterson, it is not black women's fault that you can't get a man to fuck that boy pussy with both eyes open. It is nobody's fault but you and your maker that nobody wants that rotten and corroded basset hound boy pussy that you have have downstairs, girl. Okay? Now let me make this absolutely clear to you, you fucking charlatan. This is the 24th day. It might be the 23rd day when this video is uploaded. You and me don't have a beef. I don't have a rooster in this fight, hunty. So you're not at war with me. Who you need to be at war with are the people who I am refereeing for, baby. Now you're around here doing all this praying, talking about the Lord this and the Lord that. I don't know what God you're serving, because your God allowed you to successfully be sued back in 2013. And then your God allowed you to also be successfully arrested for extortion in 2014. And the same Holy Ghost that you said kills also allowed your spiritual father, Bishop Mack, to kill your reputation by exposing and rebuking you openly on 2 separate occasions. Sister Patterson, you have no divine protection. I know this because me and my team of mystics did a STD check on you, which is a spiritually transmitted disease evaluation. Now, what the spirit revealed to us is that there is a malady within your health. What's interesting about having a malady within your health, Sister Patterson, is that very spiritual people are very well trained to take your karma and pour it out of heaven onto your physical life. That same Bible that you like to reference speaks of prophets being able to call down curses upon their oppressors, upon their victimizers, upon their enemies. And how this works is that people like you, who have built up a lot of escrow in your karmic bank, are very, very spiritually indebted to hell as a result of your piss poor morality, as a result of your evil doings. We all have to pay for these things because everyone has to reap and everyone has to sow. You need Kojik's House of God and Gaze to do all the praying they can for you, because they can't stop what is coming forward. Now, some of these people are willing to let William walk as long as he's willing to release them. Some of these people are absolutely pressing the gas judicially. So we may see some changes and breakthroughs within this next 30-day period really soon. The God you believe you are praying to is actually the God who is on the sides of these victims, which is why they have all of the power and upper hand right now. There's no amount of magic and Jehovah Witnessing and Kojic this and Baptist that can stop the hell and high water that is coming against you and coming against the entire Kojic church. Because there have been ministers, okay, prominent people who have used you to do their dirty work. Yes. And depending on how gracious you are in dealing with this matter, William, God will spare you from that malady that is in your bloodstream right now. And we know exactly what's in your bloodstream right now. But see, it's not my place to inform the people about exactly what's in your bloodstream right now. But you know exactly what's in your bloodstream, which is why in your video you kept saying that it could be something in your body that is growing right now. There could be something in your body growing right now. You know all too well about something that is growing in your body right now. I really just pity you. It's hard for me to even really get in the ring with you at this point, because you've already lost the battle that you're trying to fight through prayer. But prayer didn't get you into this. Your conscious choices did. And your conscious choices are going to be the same things that are going to get you out of it. Now, you call people charlatans and bastards and whores and demons and devils. But ironically, these same people have enough God in them, despite all of the money they've been paying you, despite all of the resources they have afforded you, despite all the goddamn food they've taken out of their children's mouth to keep you from telling lies and slandering them, are still merciful enough to let your horse wig wearing ass walk away with your fucking life and your fucking freedom if you would only do the right thing morally, which is release them. Those tapes and that footage that you are trying to warn your fans might be around, just expect a volcano eruption. Because the more that you act in resistance, the more that's going to happen. And it's going to be unfortunate for you, baby. You lost your website behind this foolishness. You now have criminal charges in your past because of this foolishness. You've been openly rebuked by your spiritual father because of this foolishness. You've been evicted out of his house because of this foolishness. You've been abandoned, disowned, and rejected because of this foolishness. Molly, what you gonna do, girl? And if the judicial system fails, these victims, which they won't, but in case they do, there's two types of justices. Judicial justice, which is the justice of the land of the people. And then there's divine justice. There are people who can water this health problem. There are spiritualists and occultists and Christian mystics who can grow this malady within your immune system. And because you are energetically and spiritually compatible with the weapon formed against you, that bullet will prosper. So don't think that you're going to get away in one direction or the other. That same Holy Spirit that you said kills is not exempt from taking your life either. And let me tell you this, and you hear me clear, bitch, I will be in Atlanta for 2 weeks. You threatened to shoot somebody. Every day I will be uploading from the city of Atlanta. And all you gotta do is let me know your latitude and your longitude. And I triple double dare you to make real good on your word to shoot somebody. You pull up, bitch, you won't pull back.